All right, let's talk about the new AccuPoint Pinpointer from Nokta. Or I guess if you're from Oklahoma, you can say Nokta. It's made by a company out of Turkey, and it just came out a couple of months ago. And you're gonna see, it's like having a mini metal detector in the palm of your hand. I'm sure you noticed, but the one thing that really stands out on the AccuPoint is the color LCD screen. This device is high-tech, and it's really the Lamborghini of pinpointers. Out of the box, you'll see it comes with the device, a USB Type-C charging cable, a belt holster, security lanyard, extra O-ring, extra protector tip, and a 24-page user manual. Starting at about the handle and extending to the tip, it does offer 360-degree detection. For all you Weiss fans out there, you'll notice it has a detachable protector tip. If it gets damaged, simply remove it and replace it with the extra one that's provided. There's also a lost alarm, and it will activate if there's no activity on the device for more than 5 minutes, and it will continue beeping and the light flashing until the battery goes dead. It's also waterproof up to 3 meters or 10 feet, but you'll notice it doesn't float. As far as price, it's going to run you $139. But it does come with a 2-year warranty. When it comes to the internal rechargeable lithium battery, plan on getting up to about 25 hours per charge, depending on what mode you're in. It also has a low battery indicator. If the battery gets too low, the device will beep twice, followed by a long beep before shutting off. To charge the AccuPoint, remove the end cap and the audio booster, and you'll see the charging port. Now insert the charging cable and attach the other end to a wall-mounted charger or device with a USB port. While the battery is charging, the lightning bolt will blink in the battery icon on the display, and plan on it taking about 2 to 3 hours to fully charge. To turn the device on, press and hold the on-off button and release. Just make sure when you do this, you're not near any metal, because the device will reset. But don't worry, if you do need to reset the device yourself, with it on, just quickly press and release the on-off button. Again, just make sure you're not near any metal. Now to turn it off, simply press and hold the on-off button for about a second and release. If you're detecting in an area with highly mineralized soil or in wet sand, you're going to want to turn the AccuPoint on with the tip already on the surface. This will prevent you from getting erratic signals. To access the menu features, press and hold the on-off button until the red bar disappears at the bottom of the screen. You can now toggle through the different programs by pressing the button again. And it will return to the main menu after about 5 seconds if you're not pushing anything. In program number 1, you can change the sensitivity level of the device. From the main menu, press and hold the button until you see this icon, then press and hold the button again. You'll notice the factory default is set at 7. To change this, toggle through from 1, being the less sensitive, up to 9, which is the most. And again, you'll see it returns to the main menu screen after a few seconds if you don't press anything. All right, let's check out the different sensitivity levels and what kind of depth we get on each setting. On level 1, you almost have to be touching the object before it'll pick it up. On level 3, you'll get to about a ½ an inch before it starts picking up the dime. At level 5, it picks it up at about 1 inch away. On level 7, which is the factory default setting, it picks it up about 1.5 inches away. And finally on level 9, which is the highest setting, it starts picking up the dime at about 2 inches away. So what does this look like in actual soil? This is on level 7. You can see it picks it up just over an inch away. And on level 9, which is the maximum setting, you still got to be pretty close. In program number 2, you can change the audio and vibrate mode. The factory default is set for both, but you can change this to vibrate only or audio only by simply pressing the button. Program number 3 contains your discrimination modes, and you'll have 3 options. On the first, the device will alert on all metals. The second, it'll discriminate out iron. And the third, it'll discriminate between iron and non-ferrous metals. And this is how it looks. In option number 1, which is all metals, option 2, which discriminates out iron, and then for option number 3, it actually alerts on all metals to start, but it'll produce a different tone for iron versus non-ferrous materials like gold. Program number 4 allows you to connect Bluetooth-enabled headphones to the AccuPoint. Press and hold the button, and then press it again. Next, power on your headphones, and then pair them with the device. You can now use the AccuPoint with the wireless headphones. Just note, the first time you connect your wireless headphones to the device, it can take up to a minute to pair. But then after that, you should be able to do it within a matter of seconds. One other feature with the Bluetooth is you do have the option to turn on the sound on the device along with the wireless headphones. Program number 5 is a frequency shift feature. If you have people detecting nearby, you can change the frequency on this device, and hopefully it'll eliminate any interference from those other machines. Program number 6 is how you turn on and off the LED flashlight. And you'll see the AccuPoint has one of the brightest flashlights of any pinpointer on the market. Program number 7 is how you change the sound control on the device, and you've got 2 options. Either high or low. Program 8 is used to turn on and off the backlight on the LCD screen. Finally, program number 9 will allow you to reset the AccuPoint to its factory settings. Just press the button and wait for the hourglass to appear, and it'll automatically reset after a few seconds. Well, there's a lot to love about the Nokta AccuPoint. It has everything you'd ever want in a pinpointer, plus some really cool features like the metal discrimination mode and the option to pair it with wireless headphones. The LCD screen makes it easy to navigate through the different programs, which is sometimes a struggle with other pinpointers, because if you're like me, you often forget how to change the settings when you're out in the field. As far as any cons, I wasn't really impressed with the sensitivity levels. The range is pretty narrow considering you have 9 settings that only cover up to about 2 inches. There are other pinpointers out there that have a much greater range. I also worry a little bit about the durability of the LCD screen. Pinpointers tend to take a beating, and I'm not sure how it'll hold up. You'll definitely want to put some type of screen protector on it. Finally, the price is pretty steep. With tax, I paid over $150. There are a lot less expensive options out there when it comes to pinpointers, but if money isn't a factor, then I say go for it, because the AccuPoint is impressive, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.